Hi there, and welcome to the Grumpy Planner. My name is Laura, and I love all things planners. Planners, notebooks, journals, pens, highlighters, washi tape, stickers. Yes, yes, yes to all. And today I'm going to be talking about my plans for 2022 and what I plan to use and how I plan to use them. So I'm just going to dig right in there. The first one I'm going to talk about is my baby that I gave birth to, which is the Grumpy Planner. And I'm going to do a quick flip through of it. And as I'm doing that, I'll kind of tell you why I came up with the Grumpy Planner, how this manifested, and you know, the reasons behind me creating it. So as you can see, the font is I may be grumpy, but I still have plans, with my little grumpy guy on the front cover. And then on the back cover, my little logo, Grumpy Planner. And what's great about both the front and the back covers are it's a soft laminate feel, so it feels really just, you know, one of those planners that has that awesome feel to it, and when you flip through it you can really feel it. It has the YRO coil so that it can lay flat, which I know is very important. The size of this is a 6x9 planner. So if we go in the title page, I am the Grumpy Planner with one of my little grumpy icons. Some graph paper. This is the year in advance for 2022. This better be better than last year. And then some more, one more page of graph paper, and then starts what I think is really cool, which is the habit tracker. The monthly habit trackers. So this is January and then February. And there's room for about, I think, 14 habits in here. So I was planning on using this as my everyday carry. And so my habits are going to be things like fitness and water, but also, you know, things like wellness. How much did I sleep? So in these little boxes, I'm going to put like the hours that I slept that night. And then I'll have another one for mood, and I'll probably do that with like different highlighters and like with a key of what each highlight means, like happy, sad, that kind of thing. I'm also want to really start to track my hot flashes, which I recently started to get. And I want to see how they come in kind of correlation to other things that I get. So that's the monthly habit tracker. And then for the monthly, and you have a couple of graph paper in here, graph note pages. And then for the monthly spreads, I did a grumpy saying for each month. So the January is angry is mean, but grumpy is funny, which I find hysterical. And you have a little space here as well to write down your to-do task or stickers or anything you want to do there. And so each month we'll have a different saying. So this one says, I made a list. I'm not doing most of these, but I made a list, which is pretty much how I feel a lot of the days. September is grumpy is as grumpy does. I'm not grumpy, I'm righteously indignant. Just kind of funny, grumpy sayings. And then after the monthlies, we have the weekly spreads, which are 2-page spreads. You see, my planner starts with a Monday start date. And so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. What I like about this weekly spreads are the amount of room I have for the tasks. So I have more here because there's 4 days on this page, and then you have lots of room for tasks here. Appointments, important things are going to go in here. And then of course you have this week's grievances, which can be used to say things that you didn't like about the week, or you could use it to say things you like about the week, or what are your priorities for that week. If nothing else, here are the 3 things I want to get done kind of thing. So that's why I think this is also going to work out great as a work planner. So I'm going to bring it to work. I'm going to leave it there because I do have a lot of task-oriented projects at work. So I think this will work good for that as well. So I'm going to be using one for work and one for my everyday carry. And so after the weekly, we have a context directory, which I have found out that I really need this. This is a place to write their, you know, their home phone, their mobile phone, their work phone, email, and what their birthday is. So I'm really going to be using this for people who I'm sending cards to, and just to keep track of that. And then at the very end, there's about maybe 25 pages of the graph note paper that can be used for anything, for lists. When I use this for work, I'm going to have like a master to-do list, and then I'm going to have like a project list. And for my everyday carry, it'll be more things like, hey, books I want to read. So things like that. So that is my Grumpy Planner. and I'm going to put a link in the description below to my little Etsy shop. Right now there's low stock, but I'm planning on restocking that next week. So that is the Grumpy Planner. The reason that I did the Grumpy Planner is this first came to my mind in 2019. When I was looking at one of my Hobonichi spreads, weekly spreads, and the way it was decorated and written. And I had a really rough week that week, and I thought, yeah, this spread says nothing about what it really felt like that week. And it's not that I want to wallow in negative things or bad things, but I also don't want toxic positivity. Like, I always have to be positive. I always have to, I can never have a negative thought, things like that. And I started thinking I should make my own planner, like a planner for the rest of us, that we don't have to be happy all the time, that's okay. And that grumpy's actually, pretty funny. I mean, angry's mean, but grumpy is funny. But I mean, that's the reason that this eventually manifested. So this is available for 2022, January start and a Monday weekly start. But then, of course, I am one of those planner people who have and use more than one planner. So currently I'm using a Hobonichi Weeks for work because I'm going back and forth from the office and home. But I'm not going to need to do that in January because I'll be at the office 100% of the time. So I still got a Weeks. I've been using Weeks since about 2019. But what I decided to do with this one, as you can see, I haven't opened it yet. But I did get this great wallet size cover for it with a zipper. And so that's the brand, La Milk. I bought this off of somebody on Facebook. It was brand new. So I'm going to use this as my wallet and also as, so the weekly will have all my financial information, my budgets, bills, things like that. I thought, oh, how perfect, because it'll fit right into the wallet. So I am going to set that up at a later time, and I'll probably record myself doing that because why not? That's fun. And then also, this week's is the soft cover that they came out with this year. So I did buy a cover for the Weeks, and of course it's the Seasons of Hope, which I just think is so beautiful. So that's going to go on there, and then that's going to go in there. And so if I need to go grocery shopping or anywhere, I could just grab this and go. So that's what I'm going to be using the Weeks for. Now I also just got, and this I ordered from Amazon. This is a Lichum. It's some lines a day. It's basically like the 5-year diary like Hobonichi has, only cheaper. So if you go in here, it has the date and then you write in the rest of the year. So I'm going to start doing this in January. I've been thinking about doing this like for a couple of years now. And I just haven't gotten around to it, or I thought, oh, that seems like a lot. But even if I write like something just small, like, hey, good day, or, oh, this day sucked, or something like that. But I do really want to write at least a few lines on what's going on so that when I come back, 5 years later and I'm writing on that same day, I want to see where I came from and where I am now. So I think this is going to be fun to do. So that's something I'll probably just do at the end of the day, a few lines, and as the Jim said, like some lines a day. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then, of course, for my Hobonichi this year, I'm using the Avec. So currently I'm using the Cousin, but I wanted to try the Avec this time just because I thought, oh, well, it'll be a lot thinner and easier to maneuver if I need to take it anywhere. So it's if you're not, familiar, Hobonichi Avec is the two. So the first half of the year is in one book, and then the second half of the year is in the second book. And what I thought I'd do with this is I have this old, you can tell it's been through a lot, this old Hobonichi cover. And I thought I'd put the Avec in there. And then I also bought this year, I have the Hobonichi plain notebook, Wish Upon a Star, in the A5, which again, I just thought was so beautiful. And I also thought it matched with the Seasons of Hope cover on cover. So of course, ta-da! I had to get that. So I got this for this cover. So that'll be in there. And then one of the Avecs, and then the plain notebook will go with that. What I'm using this one for, I'm not sure yet. I think it might either be like a wellness journal, like self-care, mental care, because Lord knows I need that. So that aside. And then this, just for fun, Archer and Olive Halloween collection. I bought a grid notebook. I could never get rid of this box. It's beautiful. Look, this is just the box. I mean, it's so gorgeous. So when we open this up, I did open this already because I just couldn't help myself. So this is the dragon. So this is their Halloween collection. So this one's the dragon, and I just love the silver around this. And anyone who knows Archer and Olive knows like the quality of the paper, and you can use fountain pens, and people paint on this. And so this is the dot grid. It has 2 ribbons. And this, I'm not sure what I'm going to use yet. The good thing about this is there's no dates on it, so I can start using it whenever, and I can figure out what I really, really want to use it for. I've just been learning about like manifestation and things like that, so I might use it for that. But I absolutely love dragons, so you have to check out their Halloween collection. Is always really great. I think I have one from last year with like bats on it. It's really awesome. But when I'm ready to set that up, I will record that as well. And then lastly, because I also like to write, and NaNoWriMo is coming up. And so for NaNoWriMo, I'm not officially signing up, because whenever I do that, I never end up actually doing it. So I'm just using NaNoWriMo kind of as an inspiration this year. But I have a lot of ideas, and I have a story that I'm writing that I have the whole outline, and it's going to be a series, and I have all, it's just a matter of all the scenes, some of the scenes kind of plotted out and written out. And so right now I have all that stuff in this, which is, I think this is called Italia. It's a disc, and then I have this Preptober from Heart Breathings, Sarah Cannon. She's awesome. She's on YouTube, and you should check her out. I'll see if I can link that below. But I have some of her things here to keep track of the counts. I printed that out. And then I have like plotting. Sorry, you can't even see that. And then like Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. And I have, I haven't filled these out really all completely yet. I use part of what Sarah Cannon teaches on her YouTube video, but I also use Save a Cat. So that's what that's what most of this is, Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, and then that's the Save the Cat kind of structure there. And then I just have some character, Inner Journeys of Ken. This is from heartbreathings.com. I think these are some like happy planner things that I have here. I have a section for research, and then part of like what I wrote already. I wrote the prologue in like chapter 1, and then I just have like some random notes. Sorry. And some outline stuff here. But what I'm planning to do for NaNoWriMo is I think, move everything from here into this Kiki K, which I don't really have set up yet. But it's so pretty, and I just love it. This is from the Coffee Monster Co. You should check out her YouTube as well. She has some great stickers and other planning information and plan with me's. I'm sure you already know about that. Okay, that's probably my Amazon order, so hold on. Okay, I am so sorry about that. So, that was not Amazon, but I am expecting new pens today, so I was like, ooh, perfect timing. So basically what I'm going to be doing is, I think, moving my plotting and information to the Kiki K, and when I do set that up, I'll probably record that as well. And then just for fun, and I'm not really going to talk about this in this video, but when I'm setting up for Nano, probably next week, I also have this. And if you don't know what this is, I didn't either. It's an Alpha Smart Neo 2. It's like a word processor. It's really cool. You can't buy these except for used, and I got this on somebody's Etsy shop, and I'll try to find that information and link that below as well. And I'll talk about this more as well. What I like about it is it's just a word processor, and you just type on it. Then you plug it into your computer, and it magically appears in whatever, like Word document, and just like types it all out for you. What I like about it is I can bring it with me and then not have to worry about distractions. Like, if I'm on my laptop, then I might look at Facebook, or I might go on the internet, or watch a YouTube video, or one of those crazy things. So that will be for another day. So in the meantime, make sure you get your copy of the Grumpy Planner. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see upcoming videos that I'm going to be doing. Thanks. Have a great week.